Does Zeus stay in control? It's time to find out. Here we are. Welcome back. This is Sean's Take on Things. My name is Sean Redman. I am your host, and today's take is on the season finale, episode 8 of Chaos. So, here we are. We get a reminder of Zeus's prophecy. A line forms, the order wanes, the family falls, and chaos reigns. That's Zeus's prophecy. Zeus awakens from a dream that he was mortal, and he awakens to Hera trying to calm him. And he says it wasn't a dream, it was a vision, and he is adamant. And Zeus decides that his next course of action is to go see and destroy the Fates, because without the Fates, there's no prophecy. So Kaos, in the underworld, tries to stop people from going through the frame, but of course, he can't. It's all they can think of. It's all they want to do. He has no way to convince them. And then his mother appears. She says she's there to lead Kaos through the frame. Kaos follows her and is able to sink in the water because he's with his mother. Kaos insists to her that the frame is a lie, but his mother tells him that it is not a lie, and they both go through, and they are turned to stone just like everybody else. Overseeing and watching, Prometheus is shocked. This is not part of the plan. So Zeus arrives at the cave and sits across from the Fates. The Fates know why he's there, and they do not put up a fight. In fact, they're quite helpful. They even pour gasoline over themselves, or some kind of fuel. I assume it's gasoline. And say, how do you want us, how do you want us to die? How do you want us positioned? And as Zeus lightnings the gas and lights them on fire, he sees that Lacey, Eddie Izzard, is wearing his watch. And she says, oh yeah, takes it off, tosses it back to him, and reveals that it was Dionysus that gave it to her. The Fates burn, the cave explodes, leaving Zeus standing there by himself. And Prometheus watching on in stunned disbelief. On Olympus, we find that Hera has called a family meeting, and Persephone has arrived without Hades. Poseidon is there, Dionysus is there. They are talking about Zeus's recent actions when Zeus walks in. They inform him that they wanted to talk because of his actions, but he already knew there was a meeting, and he had brought bottles of water, meander water. And he tells them, he hands it out and lets them know that they've been drinking too much meander water, and that their access to the meander water will now be rationed. And Dionysus' bottle is only half full. Zeus informs everybody in attendance that he has destroyed the Fates, so there will be no more prophecies. Zeus says that he will make the order, and he is now in charge of Hades, the underworld, Earth, and Olympus. And he doesn't trust anybody in this room. As everybody sort of feigns stunnedness, Zeus asks Dionysus why Lacey had his watch, to which Dionysus accurately confesses that he gave it to the Fate for love. And Zeus says, don't concern yourself with love, it's an affliction. And Zeus kills Orpheus's cat that Dionysus has grown attached to. It was kind of harsh. Zeus then informs everybody that he has set fire to Hera's beehives. So all of the mortal women who bore Zeus children that Hera turned into bees are now dead, including Dionysus' own mother. He informs Hera that she will not control him any longer. For some reason, Poseidon decides that this is the time to profess his love for Hera, which he does, and Hera rejects him, says that she is his queen. Zeus reminds everybody that he is king and he is taking control. Hades has disappeared, and even Persephone doesn't know where he is. But we see Hades pay a visit to Medusa, and he asks Medusa to help Persephone while he's gone. He has a plan to help the underworld and make it and fix it. And when he gets up to leave, Medusa asks where he was going, and his answer is to defy my brother. Don't know what that means, specifically. But in the nothing, a line appears on Kaos, and he is restored. And his love for his mother restores her. Hades is shocked, surprised, and impressed that Kaos has renewed human souls. Charon takes Orpheus and Riddy back across the river Styx so that they can travel back up to Crete. Riddy, during the travels, Riddy admits that she was no longer in love with Orpheus and that she was in fact leaving him. Did he never wonder why she was where she was when she was hit by the truck? She was leaving. So they climb back up out of the dumpster and agree to go their separate ways. Orpheus does offer her a ride because his car's still sitting in the parking lot. There is no cave anymore. So Orpheus drives away, and Riddy starts walking, and coming towards her is Cassandra. And Cassandra and Riddy exchange a brief exchange where Cassandra tells Riddy that she, Cassandra, is a prophet, and now Riddy is too, now that she's returned from the underworld, and that Riddy has to go to Ari and help save the living. And while she's doing that, Kaos will do the same in the underworld to save those souls. Zeus pays a visit to Prometheus and perches on the rock that sticks out from the mountain where the eagle usually sits to peck out Prometheus's liver. And as he is speaking to Prometheus, Prometheus vanishes. And it's a great little moment that Zeus is like, where'd he go? I didn't do that. And as it turns out, it's the Fates. You can't destroy the Fates. Even Zeus can't destroy the Fates. And so Prometheus finds himself in Olympus, on Olympus. The meander collapses. Zeus goes back to Olympus and walks into the throne room to find Prometheus sitting on the throne. I guess Zeus was transported back because he has no powers. So he tries to transport Prometheus away, and he can't. He has no powers. And Zeus says, sorry, my friend, it's happening. Chaos is coming. We see Hera and her maidens at a phone booth or a payphone. It's not really a booth, it's just a hanging phone. She calls someone and says, darling, it's mommy. Get the troops ready and make up a spare bed. And she hangs up and starts walking down the street surrounded by her maidens. Ari drags her brother's body out of the labyrinth to her mother to show her that Ari didn't kill him. He was still alive. It was Minos that was evil. Ari vows to rebuild Troy, of all things, and that she's going to destroy Olympus somehow. We see Dionysus standing outside the royal palace, and he contemplates whether or not to help inside or go help the humans. And that's where we leave it. That's the end of season 1. So we have Zeus with no power, Prometheus on the throne, set free by the Fates. The Fates obviously not destroyed. We have Eurydice on her way to help Ari destroy Olympus or whatever. Kaos is helping renew souls. And Orpheus is, just back being a rock star. Not a bad thing. So that's season 1. Who do you think Hera called? Obviously one of her own children. It's mommy. But who? Apollo? I was going to say Hercules, but Hercules isn't one of hers. Hercules is Zeus's to a mortal. Demigod, yeah. Get the troops ready. That's interesting for season 2. So, all in all, boy, hey, if you liked Chaos, let me have a thumbs up. I'd appreciate it. And hit subscribe and the notification bell so you know when we do other shows and you can watch with us or me. But boy, I think this was a fun season. It was a fun show to watch. Everybody in it was really good. I really liked the way they handled Prometheus and the breaking of the fourth wall to just check to see if we were paying attention when he thought we should be. I'd like just a nod, a sentence or something of how Ari could kill her dad and become ruler. Is that the way it works in Crete? Just ascension by assassination. I guess if the gods agree, you're in charge. But it doesn't seem like the gods are going to be that in charge anymore. All right, so let me know other shows that you're watching. Let me know what you thought of this show and my show. And that's really it. That's it for Chaos. We'll be moving on to our next thing and doing some movie reviews. I don't know if that's the right word. We're going to do some commentary on some classic movies. Let me know what classic movies you want. As soon as we clear the 500 subscriber mark, we're going to get the community going with some polls. So try and hit that subscribe, pass the word. That's it for me. My name's Sean. This is Sean's Take. I'll see you next time.